You're watching TVC News. About 15 million cases of stroke occur in the world every year. Two-thirds of this figure occur in developing nations like Nigeria. Here in Lagos, our health correspondent Jacqueline Ogoh says the outcry of doctors to the people is think prevention.
They say a man is not supposed to cry. But what about when it hurts so bad? Samanu Momodu is 67 years old. He suddenly came down with a stroke 6 years ago. He used to work with an advertising company. He heard about the free medical services being offered by the General Hospital Ifako Ijaye, Lagos, in conjunction with the local government council, and decided to exploit the opportunity. The right-hand side of Samanu's body has been paralyzed by the stroke he suffered.
Before he catch me, I even traveled for Enugu, come back. I travel, come back. Then I come back, the second day, I go to work. Then he call catch me.
Despite the prevalence of this health emergency in Nigeria, not many Nigerians bother to check the level of their blood pressure regularly.
No, I have not.
Okay, why?
I'm not feeling like doing that now.
Have you checked your blood pressure recently?
Recently, no. But I did that about 10 months ago.
Why have you not checked it recently?
And sometimes I don't have the time.
Doctors say a stroke is a sudden interruption in blood supply to the brain due to the blockage of arteries. That is known as the ischemic stroke. Another type of stroke, known as the hemorrhagic stroke, occurs when blood vessels burst or rupture and bleed into the brain. Doctors say there is a third type of stroke which lasts for less than an hour. It is called a transient ischemic attack or the mini stroke. There is also the fourth but not very common type of stroke which occurs in children, sometimes referred to as the pediatric stroke. Children with sickle cell anemia are more susceptible to it. High blood pressure contributes to more than 12.7 million strokes worldwide, and doctors say more and more people are coming into hospitals with the ailment. But it is very important to know the warning signs.
When you take your blood pressure reading, they tell you something like you have this over this. It should not go more than 130/80. Anything more than that, we now start dividing into hypertension, mild, moderate, severe. Some people come to the hospital and they check their blood pressure, 220/110. That is really severe. So you find somebody, the face is drifting towards one side. If the person smiles, it's tilted towards one side, cannot move that part of the hand very well, and that part of the leg will be weak. So these are the things that you see, and you know that this person has features of stroke.
Known causes, of course, hypertension is one of the known, diabetes mellitus, polycythemia, that's people who have very high blood PCV.
You must also be mindful of what you eat. Excess sugar, salt, pastries, red meat are a no-no. To eat healthy, doctors say consume a lot of vegetables, chicken, turkey, white meat, and seafoods. To stay safe from having a stroke,
you really don't have business with beef. You need things like beans, vegetables, fruits. We have a lot of them. Tomatoes is very good for your heart.
Avoid cigarette smoking, excessive alcohol intake. At a particular age, you should be quite mobile. You don't just sit down in a place for 1 hour or more without moving yourself. Avoid things like obesity. You don't want to be too fat.
The WHO recommends 30 minutes exercise every day for 5 days out of the 7 days in a week. So we are talking of 150 minutes exercise. Simple exercise like rope skipping, even dancing. You know, dancing, you sweat. Brisk walk, not necessarily brisk walk around like this compound we are now. If you walk briskly around, you sweat for about 30 minutes.
There is some advice for the young and the old, and also specifically for parents.
Don't kill your vegetable in the name of cooking it. Eat close to nature. When we're much younger, you hardly see children that are fat or that are obese. It's because of what they are feeding them. Please, I'm begging mothers. I know you are very busy. A lot of mothers don't cook anymore. Breakfast, fast food. Lunch, fast food. Dinner, fast food. And the fast food owners want to make money. We want fast food areas to concentrate on home food, concentrate on healthy eating. We are tired of burying the young ones.
A stroke is different from a cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest involves majorly the heart, and that is it. When you say cardiac, you're talking about the heart. It arrests, and that is the heart just stops moving. But when it comes to the stroke, we're talking about something that starts with the heart but has effects on the brain, and it affects because the brain coordinates every activity in the body. So it affects the parts of the body that brain side is responsible for.
According to the World Health Organization, each year, not less than 15 million people suffer strokes worldwide. Of this figure, 5 million die, and 5 million suffer permanent disabilities. This is no doubt some food for thought for anyone serious about not being part of the statistics. Jacqueline Ogoh, TVC News, Lagos.